Boom. Hey internets. Still in Sacramento, California. Okay, so my slowest intro ever. Sorry, I've been recording a lot in my hotel room here. So Omar Ali dropped me a couple messages. Shout out to you, Omar. And he said, at what point would you consider finding a sales rep for your brand? And what are some tips for negotiating the deal with these reps? So I don't know when I'm gonna drop the video, but I just came back from Magic and Agenda Las Vegas. That was literally 2 weeks ago. I don't even know. My traveling, I've been living out of a suitcase. There's a small chance I'm gonna be in Orlando this Friday, and I you know what, I love travel, but I don't want to travel not even this weekend, in a few days. In any case, I was just at the trade show, and I think I made a video about it because it's a huge rant for me, but it's a good investment for you to go to the trade show. Go to the trade show. Come out, and I would come out to Vegas because number one, Vegas is fun. I mean, it's not as fun for me anymore because I've gone every year, twice a year for spring and fall for the trade show since I was like 20, and I'm almost 40. I'm gonna be 40 this year, so that's a long time. But in any case, you should go because Vegas is fun. But there's a variety of shows, so you gotta get your pass, and that's the thing everyone trips out about. And I've talked about getting a pass before, so look at that video. But there's Liberty, there's Project, there's Magic, there's Agenda Show, and you can catch Agenda regionally in I think it's in Miami now. And it used to be in New York. Who knows when it's... Look, whenever you're watching this, if you're watching it way in the future from when this is posted, there's going to be a relevant trade show. It might not be Project. It might not be Liberty. It could be a different name, but some fashion trade show is going to exist. You should go to that trade show. You should see what it's like. And if you go there, you could get an idea of how the industry works, where people buy and sell for wholesale. If you decide you're just gonna sell on your online retail platform, you want to do sort of the Johnny Cupcakes thing, then you don't have to travel anywhere. I mean, but I still think it would be good to go to kind of meet industry, see what people are doing. It's valuable for trending. It's valuable to see what other people are doing, who's ahead of the curve, what are the top brands, you know, in the demographic doing, and I like keeping a tight relationship with everybody that's in and around there. So it's good networking for me. But the key piece for networking, and the reason I'm bringing up for this video, is you can do it for sales. Everybody that's manning a booth is a freaking sales rep. Like, everyone's like, can you give me a sales rep? No, I mean, like, there's guys that I know that are kind of like veteran reps, and I would only approach them with a project that I know is already cracking. But if you go to the trade show, there's literally reps everywhere. They have their card. They're there to do business. So get their card. If you might potentially be a new brand for them in the future, of course they want you to get their information. So Omar, coming to the actual question, which is when do I get a rep? Right off the bat, I would say you want to be doing... I still think you can do it if you're doing like 500,000. You like you know, a year, right? So if you're doing if you're moving 500,000 a year, you could still do it. So okay, here's my answer. My answer is get a rep when you can't handle sales anymore. When it is out, like you are doing way too much and you're super stressed out and you're about to have a panic attack. You know, but you should work your ass off, because no one is gonna sell your brand initially more than you. Even if you're not a sales guy, no one's gonna have the care and attention to detail as you are. Now, if you really can't sell, you really have a social phobia and can't talk to people, then you're gonna have to look at partnering, and I've talked about that before. You wanna be careful if you partner as well. But if you're on the up and up, you're gonna need a rep at some point. I would just do that when you can't do all the different things at once. Look, if your company grows, just like, oh, I'm gonna mess this up. I think it's Charles Schultz. the CEO of Starbucks. He wrote a great book, which I've referenced it a couple times on this channel. But at one point, he realized that he had to hire a CEO. While he was CEO, he made the decision to hire in a CEO because it was things that he could no longer bring value to. But he had the humility and it's not common sense. He had the humility and the extraordinary foresight to know that he is now doing things that were completely out of his area of expertise. He had the position had outgrown him, and it takes a lot of humility and a lot of vision to kind of step out of the situation and go, what does all of this need, rather than being stuck in this situation, right? They say you can't see the forest from the trees. The reason I bring that analogy up, or that real scenario, is that you have to do that with your brand as it grows. You got to figure out what I need to reallocate and get more resource for, or get or outsource or hire in for, right? So sales is going to be one thing where you want someone who has an account list that's good, that can grow your brand and deal with them. 10% is a good percentage point, Omar, and you know, you want to mess with that too. I mean, like, I wouldn't mind if my brand was small, like under $1 million, I wouldn't mind giving them, you know, 13% or something like that. Or even, I mean, 15% might be a lot, but like, he's gonna open the account and he's gonna put his book, right, his book of accounts, he's gonna put his book on your brand. So so making sure that, one, they gotta see the potential in the brand, that it's moving and it's doing well, or else they wouldn't do it. Why would they do it with you? And yeah, in any other case, think 10%, in and around that range. If you start getting to millions, like definitely like 2 million and higher, you want to keep it at 10. That's a pretty good deal. And then if you have a sales manager, and then he puts reps in place, who's a sales manager or director that's in-house, he gets like 1% off each, you know, each reps, you know, what they kill and bring in, right? Anyways, Omar, good question. Hope that helps you and everybody who listened to it. You guys have other questions, please drop it all down below. Follow the kid on social media when you get a chance. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.